Cordial Galergus, Fáilte Park, Douglas de Hyde, Ros Comáin. Welcome everybody to Park Douglas Hyde in Roscommon town for this Allianz National League Division 2B game between Roscommon and Maigh. It's bright conditions. There's a wind blowing from right to left into the town into the first half. The ground is in great condition, and it's a local derby we have here today. Roscommon and Maigh, great Connacht rivals, meeting in the Allianz League Division 2B. Roscommon come into this game after having victory snatched away from them by Donegal in stoppage time last weekend, and manager Johnny Keane will be hoping that his team can get over that setback with a good performance here today. Maigh had a terrific victory over a well-fancied Derry team backboned by a strong Schlockneil contingent in Castlebar on Sunday last, which saw the return of Keith Higgins to the team for the first time in 3 years after calling time on his illustrious football career, which saw him bag 8 Connacht Senior Football Championship medals. Team news: Roscommon make a couple of changes from the team that started last week in Letterkenny. In come Owen Costello at right half back in place of Dara Heavey, and Adam Finnerty starts at right full forward in place of Garage Egan. So the Roscommon team in goals is Inda Lawless from Mealich Aircourt in Galway, playing under the parentage rule. Paul Dolan, Darren Fallon and Sean Trundle. Owen Costello, Peter Keelahan, Owen Coyle, Cathal Dolan, Ben McGahan, Oisin Kelly, Cathal Kenny, Naas Connaughton, Adam Finnerty, Conor Mullery and Jack Lowe. Now we have Áran Naveen, and we'll go to the Maigh team straight after our national anthem. Just waiting for the national anthem to play here at Hyde Park. It's the first game of the season. Technical problems. We'll give you the Maigh team as we wait for Áran Naveen. It's an unchanged team from the team that beat Derry. In goals is Gerald Kelly, St Thomas. Full back line, Stephen Coyne, Michael Morley and Sean Kenny, all of Turin. Right half back, John Cassidy, Turin. Centre half back, Pierce McCran, Ardrahan of Galway. Left half back, David Kenny, Turin. The middle of the field, Kieran Kiley, Ballyhaunis, partnered by Daniel Huan of Turin. Then it's Adrian Phillips, Ballyhaunis, Carl Freeman, Turin, Sean Regan, Ballina. Top of the right, Jason Coyne. Full forward, Keith Higgins, and top of the left, Sean Bolland. There we have it, to see the set here at Hyde Park for this Division 2B league clash between Roscommon and Maigh, and it looks like Roscommon will play against the breeze in the first half, and Maigh will have the advantage of the breeze. Some changes in the Roscommon lineup straight away. Oisin Kelly of Pearses has gone to midfield to partner Ben McGahan, and into the full forward line goes deadly marksman Cathal Dolan for Roscommon. He's the captain of the team in the absence of Jason Kilkenny. Jason, a long-time stalwart for Roscommon, Kiltormer player, playing under the parentage rule for Roscommon. His mother comes from the Porrick Pierces club area in South Roscommon. He's the son of Galway great Ollie Kilkenny, who won All-Irelands with Galway in 87 and 88. So Roscommon benefiting from Jason Kilkenny's presence over many years. Also for Roscommon, you've Inda Lawless in goals from Mealich Aircourt. He's playing under the parentage rule also. And Mealich Aircourt, of course, first champions of the Galway Senior Hurling Championship back in 1887, played in the All-Ireland final against Thurles and brought stars such as Brendan Linsky and Sean Silk in more recent times. So the referee Rory McCann from Clare. Newmarket and Fergus, same town as our president Michael D. Higgins, and it's Maigh straight away with Cathal Freeman in possession. He gets it out to the left half back David Kenny. He belts it in low into space. A good ball in. Jason Coyne taking on the full back, and Jason Coyne getting inside him. A chance here for Jason Coyne, but a brilliant hook there by Pete Keelan coming over, and Pete does tremendously well. He hand passes back to the goalkeeper, and this is Enda Lawless, gets it out inside the field. Very good play. Oisin Kelly hits it long, way up, looking for Conor Mulry, but it's easy for David Kenny. David Kenny gets it out to the side of the field to Sean Regan, the Ballina man, strikes high and long and to the right and wide. So a first wide of the game there for Sean Regan of Ballina. Ballina, Stephen Knight's a long-time touring player, transferred back to Ballina now, who have reformed their club. And Sean, unlucky on that occasion, sending it to the right and wide. And puck out is taken short by the goalkeeper, Lawless, into Lawless, out to Owen Coyle. That league man is bottled up, but he gets his pass away to Pete Kellan. It's tussle for possession of the ground. Roscommon win it, and they come now on the attack. He gets it to the Ben McGahan in the middle of the field, but Ben leaves it to Owen Costello. It's Pádraig Pearce's championship winning captain of 2020, Owen Costello. Gets it now inside. Roscommon on the attack here. Good ball into Jack Lohan, the young St Dominic's man. He turns his man brilliantly. He strikes off his right. He sort of scuffs his shot, but it might work out all right. But Maigh can tidy up there with David Kenny, and he's fouled, pushing the back. It's going to be a free out for the Maigh men on their own 20-metre line. And Jack Lohan, for a moment, looked like he was going to strike for the post, but it just didn't get hold of the shot. And early stages here in Dr. Hyde Park. It's still no score. Roscommon and Maigh it's a mini Connacht derby here at Dr. Hyde Park. Brilliantly cut out there by Pete Callaghan, showing all his experience. The Tremane man played for Connacht as well. Pete does very well. Gets the ball out here to Oisin Kelly. Oisin is bottled up, and he's pushed out over the sideline. It's going to be a sideline cut to the Maigh men, just inside the Roscommon 65-metre line. And Cathal Freeman, the maroon helmet, is going to leave it. He can take a short pass here. He does. He gets it from Sean Regan. Still Cathal Freeman. Cathal, Shoreen man, is fouled. And there's going to be another free to Maigh. About 67 metres out from the Roscommon goal, about 2 metres in from the sideline, stand side the field. And Shane Bolland coming out to take it. So Shane playing top of the left. 8 points last week, 6 from frees. Unerring accuracy. In fact, it's Keith Higgins. Keith, the legend that is Keith Higgins, coming out to take this free. He went short on a couple of occasions last Sunday against Derry and got the return pass to put over the bar, but he might fancy it now with the aid of the breeze here today. 66 metres out from the Roscommon goal. He eyes up the target. He looks at the post. He lifts it. He strikes the yellow sliotar. It's sailing all the way through the post and over the bar. A great score there by Keith Higgins. First score of the game for Maigh, and Keith Higgins from a free. 4 minutes in, and Maigh go into the lead. Puck out by Enda Lawless. It's a low one to Oisin Kelly. Oisin tackled there by Sean Regan. He's fouled by Sean. It's a free for the Roscommon men. So Oisin, good footballer as well for Pádraig Pearce. He sends it long into the full forward line, but Cathal Kenny can't get to it. It's the goalkeeper Gerald Kelly. Gerald, St Thomas goalkeeper from Galway. 3 in a row for them last year. He gets out to Naas Connaughton for Roscommon. Terrace side of the field. He's bursting past his man. He's on the 20-metre line. He lays it off brilliantly. A chance here for Cathal Kenny, maybe. A shot. And it just tails to the right and wide. The first wide of the game for Roscommon. But some promising play there by the Roscommon men. Naas Connaughton did well to cut out that pass from Gerald Kelly. So the goalkeeper sends it long out to the right-hand side of the field, way up towards Pete Kellan, who's in space. He has all on his own there, Pete, with the yellow helmet. He bats it down towards Naas Connaughton. Nate can't get it first time. Under pressure there, the far side. He loses out there to a combination of John Cassidy. And here comes David Kenny, prominent in the early stage. It's Cathal Freeman now. Cathal crowded out, but he gets away with the ball. But he's adjudged to foul the ball by the referee, Rory McGann, the clear man. It's going to be a free in for Roscommon. It's just inside the Maigh 65-metre line. It's a good position for Cathal Dolan, and Cathal wearing the blue helmet, captain of the team today, the 4 Roads man. Roscommon will rely heavily on him here for scores, and he hit 1-5 against Donegal last weekend in that heartbreaking defeat up in Letterkenny, where Roscommon led by 3 points going into injury time, and Donegal struck for 1 goal and 2 points to snatch victory. So here comes Cathal. He eyes up the post, he lifts it, he strikes it off his right side, and that's tailing to the right and wide. So a second wide for Roscommon in the early stages of this game. We make it 6 minutes gone here in Dr. Hyde Park, and it's Roscommon trailing by a point to Maigh. Gerald Kelly, all in black, landing it beyond the 65-metre line. It goes to ground, going down on there's own Coyle at league man, scrambling for possession. Coming out for is the Roscommon own Costello. Gets it out to Conor Mulry. Can't get it up first time. Under pressure there from The Mayo man, Daniel Huan, scramble on the ground, a ruck ensuing. Who's going to emerge with it? The referee going to allow play on. It's still there to be won. It's Sean Trundle, the 4 roads man. Can't get it. Still, the ball is on the ground. A tussle. Still, and eventually Sean Trundle comes out with it. Sean, the young man, just 19 years of age, gets it up to this side of the field. Roscommon do well there. Conor Mulry, he evades one tackler and another, and he wins a free. He's wrestled to the ground by David Kenny. The referee is reaching for his notebook, and there's a bit of tempers fraying here in Hyde Park, right in front of the stand. In there is Daniel Uwan and Pierce McCran, together with Cathal Dolan and Adam Finnerty. Adam, number 18. Adam scored vital scores for Pierces last year in the Roscommon County Final that went to extra time, an epic clash between Pádraig Pierces and that league, which Pierces won their 4th title, 222 to 118 after extra time. Oisin Kelly, Owen Costello, Paul Dolan and Adam Finnerty all prominent in that win for Pádraig Pierces. So free taken by Oisin Kelly, lands it in around the 20-metre line. It's batted down. Roscommon have possession of the ball now to Cathal Dolan. He strikes off his left, straight and over the bar. Cathal Dolan strikes for Roscommon's first score of the game, and some good wrist work there by the 4 roads man to put the ball between the posts, give his side the first score of the game. So Cathal Dolan makes it 1 point to Roscommon, 1 point to Mayo. And Gerald Kelly once more with the puck out to this side of the field. Underneath it is the midfielder, and that's Dan Huan. Gets it back to Sean Kenny. Sean can't get it first time, gets it the second time. There's space there for Pierce McCran, the Ardraha man, pucks it long upfield. Darren Folland does very well to bat it down into the path of Pete Keelahan. Pete showing all his awareness, experience. He's there with the ball drops on several occasions already in the first few minutes of this game. But that pass eludes Naas Connaughton at Mayo have it now with Kieran Kiley. Low ball in, drilled to Shane Bolland. Shane can't get it. There's a tussle on the ground. Roscommon come away with it there at Old Costello with the red helmet. There's a scrum now, Rook. Who's going to get the ball? Who's going to emerge it? There for Paul Dolan. He can't get it. Shane Bolland picks his pocket. Mayo still have the ball far side the field with Adrian Phillips, the Ballyhornis man. He's forging his way through. He's getting past Pete Keelahan. He touches the ball out over the end line, and it's going to be a wide ball for Mayo. It's the second time the ball has gone wide on the Mayo side today, and Adrian Phillips couldn't just get past Pete Keelan. How much will rely on Pete here today, Roscommon? The vastly experienced Tremane player takes the short puck out from Enda Lawless just on the 20-metre line. This is Pete. Bats it out here to Oisin Kelly, can't control it. He loses it to Cathal Freeman. And Cathal, the shooting doctor with the maroon helmet, vastly experienced Turin and Mayo player, gets it inside to Phillips, Adrian Phillips off his left. And that's a sweet strike by Adrian Phillips. And that's a first point of the game for Adrian Phillips. And it's a second for Mayo. 2 points to Mayo, 1 point to Roscommon. And we have 9 minutes gone in the first half here at Hyde Park. And as the Roscommon player down, Adrian Phillips got that score. And Keith Higgins got the first score of the game for Mayo. Roscommon equalised to a Cathal Dolan free, and there was Adrian Phillips showing his accuracy to put the ball straight over the bar. It's 2 points to Mayo, 1 point to Roscommon. And this is a clash between Roscommon and Mayo, and there's a bit of spice from the Galway side as well, with Roscommon manager Johnny Keane and his selectors all coming from Galway. That's his brother Joe, with Keane, Gary Murphy and Adrian Horey all coming from Portumna. Johnny Keane won 4 All-Ireland senior club medals with Portumna in 2006, 2008, 2009 and 13, together with the greats Ollie and Joe Canning and Damien Hayes, Andy Smith, and of course the Galway representative and the Roscommon goal is Enda Lawless, Mealy Aircourt and Jason Kinney on the line. And of course Mayo have Pierce McCran from Ardrahan, South County Galway, famous club, the home of greats in Erla Tannian, Bernie Ford, Johnny Glynn in more recent times. So Pierce playing for Mayo by virtue of the fact he's resident in Westport, working in Baxter's. And Gerald Kelly, the goalkeeper from St Thomas's. He scored a monstrous point last week for Mayo against Derry with the aid of the breeze in Castlebar, probably about 130 yards out. Tremendous score. And Gerald, this is his third year in a row winning championships with Galway. St Thomas's rather, the Toms, 3 in a row. They won their first in 2012, and then they won in 16, 18, 19 and 20. So 5 titles for St Thomas's and Gerald Kelly's club, and he plays for Mayo by virtue of the fact his mother is from Bunny Conlon. So I think we're okay. Pete Keelahan is up off his feet. He's getting treatment here. Time will be added on for this injury. So Enda Lawless will be ready to take the puck out. Adrian Phillips scored that point before the injury. It's 2 points to Mayo, 1 point to Roscommon in the early stages here at Hyde Park. We've 11 minutes gone here. Enda Lawless, long ball out landed on the 65. Underneath it there is Conor Mullery. Great take by the forwards man. He puts it in low into the corner here for Cathal Kenny, going down on the ball. Cathal Dolan rather. This is Cathal. He's a wild strike there by the Mayo defender, and I think Stephen Coyne is the player who's penalised. Referee Rory McGann saw the nick of the hurley in on Cathal Dolan as he took possession of the ball. It's going to be a free for Roscommon, about a metre in from the sideline, 36 metres out from the Mayo goal. A very narrow angle for Cathal to aim at, but he's well within his capabilities. He's got a lot of talent in his locker, has Cathal, for Roscommon and for Four Roads, and he's eyeing up the target there. Concentration personified. Here he goes. He jabs it up, he lifts it, he strikes it, and that's tailing to the left of the post and wide. That's a third wide for Roscommon, and Cathal Dolan, the player that took that, he's operating it right full forward. Cathal Kenny's gone to full forward. The puck out's taken by the goalkeeper. It's gone out the far side of the field. It's out over the sideline. It's a line ball to Roscommon, and to take it will be the Roscommon midfielder, and that's Ben McGahan. And Ben from Atleague, wearing the green helmet, had a tremendous game for Atleague in the county final last year. He scored 14 points from corner forward, the free taker as well for his team. But Carl Freeman takes that sideline cut. He sends it into the forward line. He's looking for Jason Coyne. It beats him. Goalkeeper is smartly out off his line. This is Enda Lawless. Enda lays it off to Darren Fallon. Darren, Four Roads, back in the Roscommon fold after an absence of 7 years. Gets it across, but they're making heavy work of it. And Mayo applying the pressure, and Jason Coyne wins the turnover and wins the free for Roscommon, and that ball could have been sent up the field, but short pass and didn't work out. Jason Coyne pressurised the Roscommon defenders, and now it's a free to Mayo, about less than 45 metres out from the Roscommon goal, 3 metres in from the sideline. Coming out to take it is Shane Bolland, the Toreen man, one of 8 Toreen players on this team for Mayo today. Toreen, the aristocrats of Mayo hurling, formed in 1957, 30 Mayo senior titles to their credit. So this is Shane, 8 points last week. Here he comes, looking for his first today. He's going to strike this off his left-hand side. He pucks it in, and that looks good from here, but is it tailing? It's tailing to the left and wide, a third wide of the day for Mayo. It's a bit deceptive from the commentary box. It looks to be sailing over the bar and just tails away to the left at the very last moment. So Enda pucks it once more. Great ball out to the middle. Brilliant catch there. What a catch by Daniel Huan. Gets it to his midfield partner, Kieran Kiley. Kiley drills it, and his puck works out okay for Mayo at the far side of the field. John Cassidy, he's shouldered into the front, but he's okay. Referee, it's a high, long, dropping ball in around the square. Cathal Dolan and Stephen Coyne with it, and there to tidy up is David Kenny, but well shouldered off the ball. Roscommon trying to get possession, Mayo, and it's Conor Mullery now edging his way closer towards the goal, gets it out. This is a chance for Cathal Kenny, the Orden man, and he puts it. Referee and the umpires were unsure. It looked from here to be over the bar, but the umpires have said wide, and Cathal Kenny unlucky. A fourth wide for Roscommon. Score remains Mayo 2, Roscommon 1. Early in the first half here in Hyde Park with 14 minutes gone. It's Roscommon in possession of Pete Keelan. Just inside his own 45. He takes it past Jason and Adrian Phillips. Gets it to Owen Coyle, the Atleague man. Belts it out to the far side of the field. And this is Roscommon on the attack with Jack Lohan. The young man gets it to Owen Costello. Owen belts it off his left. High, long, dropping ball. Is it going to drop over the bar? It looks very good. And the umpire agrees. It's a point for Owen Costello. What a score there by the Porry Pierce's man. Sending it high and long and over the bar. An inspirational score by Owen Costello, the Roscommon right half back today. Joint. In fact, it's Adam Finnerty that got that score. Adam Finnerty got the score. Porry Pierce's man. Credit Adam Finnerty. This is Carl Freeman now on the 45. Tries to get up, can't do so. It's well kicked away. Sean Trundle gets it out to Adam Finnerty. Adam sidesteps his man, Pierce McCrann. He goes for a second score, and Adam, it's not going to make it. It's going to drop. The goalkeeper takes it in his chest very well there, Gerald Kelly. He's got the confidence to come out with the ball. Look at this for skill by the goalkeeper from St Thomas's. And he clears his lines brilliantly out to this side of the field. And it's laid off to Keith Higgins by Adrian Phillips. And Keith is bundled out over the sideline with the ball. It'll be a line cut to the Mayo men. And Keith Higgins going to take this sideline cut. Keith now 36, 8 Connacht senior medals. All-Ireland Under-21 medal. And of course, all those All-Ireland finals he appeared in as well. What a player. He sends it in low and it comes off the stick of Jason Coyne, and it'll be a sideline cut to the Roscommon men on the 20-metre line in the right full back position. So Adam Finnerty got that score for Roscommon, a brilliant score. Sideline cut taken by Paul Dolan, the Pearce's man, gets it into the middle, and it's delivered inside, but only as far as Stephen Coyne. Stephen Coyne taking that pass from Ben McGahan out to Carl Freeman. Sean Kelly creates the overlap, can't get it. It goes away from his grasp, but Maigh still have it, and that's Kieran Kiley gets it across there to Stephen Coyne. Low pass in, chance here for Dan Huan, offloads it, chance of a point, and the ball is sent in, and the ball is sent over the bar, and it's a very, very good score there. Shane Bolland, the man that's got it. It's another point for Maigh, 3 points to Maigh, 2 points to Roscommon, and I make it. We'll be coming towards the water break shortly. 3 points to Maigh, Roscommon 2 points. Maigh playing with the aid of the breeze in the first half. Carl Freeman goes down on the ball. He kicks it to Keith Higgins on the 65. Keith lofts it all the way back to Stephen Coyne. Now Stephen drives it in off his right side. If the goalkeeper has his eye on it all the way, and it's good play there by Lawless. Out to this side of the field, played up towards Conor Mullery. Conor Mullery showing well to get past David Kenny. David Kenny is in pursuit. A hook coming in from Adrian Phillips dispossesses him. Maigh get the ball back with Pierce McCran. Hurley comes in, referee sees a foul. It's going to be free to Maigh, just inside their own, just halfway in the middle of the field, and it's a free here for the Maigh men, leading by 3 points too, but playing with the aid of a very strong breeze in the first half, and Keith Higgins coming out all the way to take it. So Keith is going to aim for the post. He have the range. Railway Cup winner with Connacht in 2005 in hurling and football in 2014, Keith Higgins. So he strikes it here off his right hand side. He sends it in long, and he sends it in to the left and wide of the post. So another wide for Maigh. Make it 4 wides for Maigh, 4 wides for Roscommon. 3 points to Maigh, 2 points to Roscommon. And approaching the water break, Pete Keelan has it, takes the short puck out, showing all his artistry and finesse as a stylish hurler, Pete Keelan. And this is Owen Costello now. Owen, back to Pete. Pete hooked brilliantly there by Shane Bolland. The ball is on the ground. A ruck. Pete's underneath it. Is there a stalemate there? The referee is going to maybe give another second or two. It's Carl Freeman takes it away to space. Carl showing all his experience there to win ball back for Maigh to David Kenny. David off his right side into the right full forward position. Batted down brilliantly there by Darren. And Darren comes out. That's Darren Fallon. Darren wins his free. A great full-back play by the experienced Four Roads player Darren Fallon. Had a great game in Letterkenny last week in O'Donnell Park, and he wins the ball and wins the free. The ball is played in low, quick into the full forward line, and it's a free in there for Roscommon. Foul on Cathal Kenny, and a free on the 20-metre line, the far side of the field, and going to take it now is Cathal Dolan. So Cathal taking his time approaching the ball. Roscommon playing against the strong breeze in the first half, so Cathal would be wary of that. So Cathal Kenny, the man who won that ball, won that free, and a chance now for Cathal Dolan to equalise here in Hyde Park in the first half. It's Roscommon trail at the moment, 3 points to 2. Cathal Dolan 25 metres out from the Maigh goal, 3 metres in from the 5 metres into the sidelines, terrace side of the field, playing towards the hospital end with the graveyard end. The first half here, so Cathal, he lifts it, he strikes it, it's sailing through, and it's sailing high and over the bar. So Cathal Dolan equalises for Roscommon. A second point for Cathal Dolan, a third for Roscommon, and there we have the water break here at Hyde Park. A very entertaining first 17 minutes here at Hyde Park. 20 minutes in fact gone now in the first half. The referee will stop the clock. We'll have 35 minutes in total together with stoppage time, and the water break means that it's 3 points to Roscommon, 3 points to Maigh. Maigh playing with the aid of a very strong breeze in the first half. So we see in hurling where breezes are a massive factor, and scores and are really important with the breeze, and the accumulation and building up of a lead is vital. So Maigh will be more concerned than Roscommon, I'd say, at this stage. They need to put more scores on the board. That breeze is worth 4 or 5 points at a minimum. So it's Roscommon 3 points, Maigh 3 points, and this Connacht derby between the two great rivals, Roscommon and Maigh. Roscommon operating in Division 2B, of course, with Maigh. Maigh relegated last season from Division 2A. They operated there for 2 years. They won Division 2B back in 2018. That was Keith Higgins' last season, last time he played for Maigh. But what a player to bring back into the ranks. And of course, he'll be thinking of Mayo senior team playing in McHale Park today against Down in the football. First round of the National Football League is in McHale Park, and it's a long time since Keith Higgins wasn't involved with the Mayo team in the first round of the National League. So, referee blowing his whistle. He's asking for both teams to come back out and get ready for the second quarter. And they make their way back out. 3 points apiece. Rory McGann, the referee, not too busy in the first 17 minutes. He puck out now for Gerald Kelly to restart the game. So Gerald from the edge of a small square, all in black, green helmet. A monstrous puck out landing on the Roscommon 45. It's batted into the path of Cathal Freeman. A chance for a point for Cathal on the 20-metre line. He sticks it in, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. It didn't have the distance. Comes back out here to Adrian Phillips on the 20-metre line. Still the chances there for Mayo. Shane Bolland can't get it up. Roscommon sort of crowd him out of it, and Roscommon turn over possession. Owen Coyle is underneath it now, and Pete Keelan, and Pete comes away with the ball on the stick. He's chased by Cathal Freeman. He gets it to Adam Finnerty. Adam loses it, and referee says there was a chop down there by a Roscommon player. He's given the free to Mayo just outside the 45-metre line, and out is coming is Shane Bolland to take this free for Mayo. Roscommon players protest, but the free has been awarded to Mayo. So Shane Bolland already got a point in this game so far. He's a chance to double his own personal tally. Roscommon 3 points, Mayo 3 points. And this is Shane Bolland just outside the 45-metre line with a chance for Mayo. We're just after the water break. Here he comes, strikes it straight and through the post. A point there for Shane Bolland. It's his second. It's Mayo's fourth of the game. Mayo 4 points, Roscommon 3 points here in Hyde Park in Roscommon. It's the Allianz National Hurling League Division 2B. It's the 15th of May, would you believe, the first game in anger in Roscommon this year, 2021. And it's Roscommon and Mayo. Here we come. Paul Dolan, white helmet for Pierces, offloads it to Cathal Dolan. Cathal sends it into space, looking for the run of Cathal Kenny. Cathal, the Orden man, controls it very, very well on his stick. He tries to go past Pierce McCrann. He gets a shot away, but it's going to go across the face of the goal, and it's easy. Routine save for the goalkeeper, Gerald Kelly, and he sends it way back down into today, tidying up so many ball to call into space, looking for the run of Jack Lohan, and Jack has time to pick this up, and he's been pressurised there by Sean Kenny. Still Jack Lohan outside. Here for target there, the concentration. This is the preamble. Roscommon man, and he wins his free. It's a free into Roscommon. And the breaking ball won by Conor Mulry. For training with Galway, so Cathal showing all his expertise there. And Roscommon with Darren Folland. Darren, quick lay off, good wrist work, gets it out towards Conor Mulry, can't get it. Underneath it there is the Mayo man Adrian Phillips together with Jason Coyne. Cathal Freeman lends his support. He wins the ball, Cathal does. Gets it out here to his clubmate Daniel Huan. So Daniel on the 45, strikes it off his right side. A very good pass into the middle. Jason Coyne can't get it, but it's going to work out right for Keith Higgins. Keith off his left, straight over the bar from inside the D. And Keith Higgins showing all his guile, his experience, talent, wherewithal and know-how to plant that ball straight between the posts. Second for Keith in the game. A sixth for Mayo. Mayo 6 points, Roscommon 5 points. And Roscommon player down injured. It's Naas Connaughton. Naas wearing the sky blue helmet. He's receiving treatment. And Naas, school teacher in Carrow, played in goals for Roscommon last year in the Christy Ring Cup. Played against Wicklow here in Hyde Park, had a fantastic game. He also played against Sligo in that league in the second round, and against Kildare up in Newbridge when Roscommon went out of the championship. Big man. Naas, also St Dominic's footballer, 6'2", and Christy Ring All-Star a few years ago as well. So vastly experienced player, Naas Connaughton. He's the target for this puck out. He's out the far side of the field. Naas Connaughton can't get it. Going out there is the Mayo men, and there's also Naas is involved there. Stephen Coyne. This ball is in a ruck formation, but Mayo have it. Well won there. There's a Pierce McCrann is going in for it now. Pierce has it. So the Ardrahan man is shouldered into the chest. It's going to be a free to Pierce McCrann, and the referee is calling over a Roscommon player. So it's Naas Connaughton, I think, that's going to go into the book for that foul on Pierce McCrann. So two very, very big men, Naas Connaughton and Pierce McCrann. And Naas has got a yellow card here. The St Dominic's man into the book. St Dominic's, the club of Jimmy Murray, Roscommon's All-Ireland winning captain of 1943 and 1944. Also producing great Roscommon players over the year. Liam Murray, a great hurler. David O'Connor, footballer. So this is a chance here for Mayo as they make their way through. Good hard challenge by the Roscommon men. Stops the Mayo man in his tracks, and it's Roscommon with Cathal Kenny driving it in long, looking for Conor Mulry, showing well for the ball together with Stephen Coyne, but Stephen has it. Stephen in his yellow helmet has the confidence to give it back to Gerald Kelly. Gerald, the goalkeeper, on the 14-yard line, takes his time. He gets it out to this side of the field. In space is Daniel Huan, the Taurine midfielder. Still Daniel, he's in space. He hand passes into Adrian Phillips. Back to Daniel. Daniel from the 65, the Roscommon 65. He lofts it in high. The goalkeeper, Enda Lawless, does brilliantly to catch that ball under pressure from Keith Higgins. He wins his free, and Roscommon can clear their lines. Enda Lawless is down adjusting. Is he adjusting his boot, or did he get a knock? It looks like he took a knock to the face, and he's down now. He's taken off his helmet. The referee has gone in to have a word and check on the well-being and the welfare of Enda Lawless. So Enda Lawless, there was a high ball in there from Adrian Phillips. He kept his eye on it all the way, and challenged by Keith Higgins, looked nothing untoward, and the referee has stopped the time for Enda Lawless to get treatment. And when you think of Roscommon hurling, you think of 4 roads, 34 Roscommon championships in their time, you know, producing some great players like Frank Carty, Paddy Dolan, also the clubs of Frank Grehan, Tommy Grehan, Francie Grehan, in their hurling capacity, footballers for Roscommon as well. And Maigh, Turin, carrying the flag and the banner for Maigh for many years, with some great players like Joe Henry and all those Henry family. So Pierce McCann does well to snatch that ball from the air. And we'll be approaching half-time shortly here in Hyde Park. It's Roscommon trailed by 6 points to 5 to Maigh in this Allianz Hurling League Division 2 game between the two great rivals. All of the Maigh hurling in recent years has been dominated by the East Maigh teams, the Ballyhonus and Turin. Ballyhonus with 13 titles, of course. They're right on the Roscommon border. And this is a Ballyhonus man with the free. In the middle of the field, it's Keith Higgins. He's going to send this in on his right-hand side. Lifts it, he strikes it, and it's going to tail to the right-hand side of the post and wide. So another wide for Maigh. That's 5 wides for Maigh. 6 wides to Roscommon. On the scoreboard, it tells us Maigh 6, Roscommon 5. So puck out by Enda Lawless, out to this side of the field. David Kenny is underneath it. He breaks to Adrian Phillips. He's crowded out, bottled up, pressure applied, free for over carrying. Harsh decision maybe by the referee, Rory McGann from Newmarket on Fergus in the county of Clare. Rory McGann, he's a 3rd level university lecturer, refereed the Clare County Hurling final in 2016. That's the senior championship final, and numerous other games in that county. So Cathal Dolan with a chance of an equaliser. Roscommon trailing by a point. It's Maigh 6 points, Roscommon 5 points. We come towards the half-time break. This is Cathal Dolan. He's already hit the target 4 times in this first half. So he's well within his range, within his distance and his capability, even though the wind is strong. Here's Cathal, lifts it, strikes it high, and I think this time it's going to trail to the left and wide. The ball has beaten the terrace at the back, out into the graveyard, and it stays. Maigh 6 points, Roscommon 5 points, a 7th wide for Roscommon. Puck out taken by the goalkeeper, well taken there by Oisin Kelly. This is Oisin, Pádraig Pearse's man. Bats it in low to Jack Luhan. Jack, just 19 years of age, played for St Dominic's in the intermediate football final last year. Offloads it inside here, looking for the run of Cathal Dolan. He's well intercepted there by Stephen Coyne. Stephen gets it out to Pierce McCrann. Pierce gets the ball into space, into Adrian, to Jason Coyne. Jason taking on Sean Trundle. Still Jason Coyne, loses the ball from his grasp. Referee says that's okay. Roscommon come away with the ball, and now it's Conor Mullery in space. Conor getting past David Kenny. There's a great tussle between those two players, and it's going to be a free for Conor Mullery. David Kenny penalised. What a great battle that is. And Conor took the pass from Oisin Kelly. Oisin very prominent in this first half also. So the free this time is Ben McGahan. Ben is an excellent free taker also. Great talent with the dead ball, as he exhibited last year in the Roscommon Senior Hurling Final for Athleague. So Ben shared the free taking duties for Athleague with Eamonn Flanagan. Eamonn played for Roscommon in the Christy Ring Cup last season at centre back, but doesn't feature this season. This is Oisin Kelly off his right side, long ball in around the square. Naas Connaughton underneath it, but the goalkeeper does really, really well. Gerald Kelly showing the class of the goalkeeper there, gets it out to Kieran Kiley. Kieran to his midfield partner Dan Yuan. Dan can't hold on to it. Conor Mullery is hooked there by David Kenny brilliantly. Ball comes to Cathal Freeman. Cathal offloads it to Sean Kenny. Sean, lovely sidestep and shimmy by Sean Kenny to break the tackle. Gets his free on the 45-metre line. It's Maigh 6 points, Roscommon 5 points. Goalkeeper is coming out, Gerald Kelly. He can send it over from this distance. He's got the the distance as he showed last week against Derry, where he scored an unbelievable, monstrous point from his own 13-metre line with the aid of the breeze in the second half, sent it straight over the bar. An inspirational score. So this is Gerald Kelly. Can he replicate that? Here we come. Long, high, dropping ball. It's going in, and it's going over the bar. What a score! What a score by Gerald Kelly. And Gerald has done it again. Gerald played out the field for Mayo also last year. He scored 2 points against Meath. So this man has got great skill, and multi-talented Gerald Kelly. He looks comfortable out the field also, as well as goalkeeper. But that is an incredible score again. Class score by Gerald Kelly. But Mayo win the ball back there. Cathal Kenny's pass is intercepted by Shane Bolland. He gets it to Kieran Kiley, and Kieran snaps at it and he cracks it over the bar. Kieran's first point of the game, a very, very good score. And there's two really good scores for Mayo as we approach the half-time whistle here at Hyde Park. It's Mayo 8 points, Roscommon 5 points. Enda Lawless with the puck out here in this Connacht derby. Roscommon and Mayo, the two great rivals. How many times have we seen them battle in this pitch over the years in the football with Willie Joe Padden and TJ Kilgallen and Dermot Earley, Paul Earley, Tony McManus? But it's the small ball game that's on today, and it's Mayo with possession with Adrian Phillips crossing the 65-metre line. Gets it back. He can't get it up in the stick. It's a scrum there, a bit of a ruck. Referee says stalemate, and it's going to be a throw in. 3 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the first half, and those 2 points from Mayo from Gerald Kelly and Gerald Kelly and Shane Bolland, and of course Kieran Kiley's point just a few moments ago was a great score, his first point of the game. The Ballyhaunis midfielder, so ball is thrown in by Rory McGann. There's a crowd out there looking for it. Who's going to emerge? It's well done there by Owen Coyle, that league man. He emerges, gets it towards Jack Lohan. Jack is beaten by Stephen Coyne. Stephen sends it down the line, going across there, reading the game again. Pete Keelhan, that man is everywhere in the backs. What a great reader of the game he is. He's sweeping up all day for Roscommon so far in the first half, but he gets it up the field. Stephen Coyne, excellent in the back for Mayo as well. To Cathal Freeman, the link man. Cathal, this is to Kieran Kiley, the point scorer a few moments ago, to his midfield partner. That's a chance for Dan Huan, but he can't get it. And Pete again comes out with the ball. What an inspirational player. Referee decides that it's a free for overcarrying. It looked to me that his hurley was being held, but the referee is the boss. He has given the free to Mayo, and a chance now for Mayo to extend their lead to 4 points. It's a harsh maybe decision, but it's a free in to Mayo. Shane Bolland won't argue with Rory McGann. And fairness to Pete Keelan, he has all the experience. He didn't remonstrate, he didn't argue, just went back, took up his position and accepted the referee's verdict. So it's Shane Bolland with a chance now. He's got 3 already. Chance to extend the lead to 4 points. Roscommon 5 points. Mayo 8 points on the 45. Here he comes, lifts it, he strikes it, he sends it over the bar, and it's a point there. Shane Bolland has got it. His 4th of the game. Roscommon 5 points. Mayo 9 points. And the rain comes down now in Hyde Park. The wind has let up a small bit. That's a poor puck out really by Enda Lawless. He gets it to Adrian Phillips. Mayo come raiding here with their corner forward Shane Bolland. He gets it back out to Cathal Freeman from an acute angle. He sizes up the post and he sends it over the bar. Cathal Freeman, a tremendous score. 2 points against Derry last Sunday, and Cathal Freeman has his name on the board again, and that all came from a sloppy puck out on the Roscommon side. And Mayo have double scores now. It's 10-5. It was 6-5. Roscommon have sort of lost the initiative, and Mayo have got 4 in a row. This is Cathal Freeman now. Cathal gets it to space to Adrian Phillips. Adrian off his right-hand side, looks for his 2nd of the game, and it's off a Roscommon player. It's going to be a 65 to Mayo. Adrian Phillips sending the ball in there, the Ballyhaunis man. It took a nick off a Roscommon stick, and it's going to be a 65, and out comes Keith Higgins to take over this duty of extending Mayo's lead. They lead by double scores. The rain belts down, and Keith Higgins, last time he was in Hyde Park was for the Senior Football Championship game between Roscommon and Mayo in November last, when Mayo ran out winners, James Horton's team, and of course went all the way to the All-Ireland final with a great run, beating Galway, Tipperary, and putting in a very, very good performance against Dublin with a lot of new players. And here's one of the greats, Keith Higgins. On the 65-metre line, he's got a chance to extend the lead. They lead by 10-5 here as the half-time whistle approaches. This is Keith, lifts it, strikes it high, and he sends it over the bar. Unerring Keith Higgins sends it over the bar, and there is the half-time whistle at Hyde Park in Roscommon. And Roscommon are trailing by 6 points at half-time. It's Maigh 11 points, Roscommon 6 points. It was nip and tuck for most of the first half, and Roscommon in the last 10 minutes of the first half have lost the initiative in the game, and Maigh have come forward with some great scores. None better than Gerald Kelly's free from just inside his own 45-metre line. Kieran Kiley got a great score as well, Adrian Phillips, and of course Keith Higgins. So it's 11 points to 5 at the break, and the other scorers for Maigh, Cathal Freeman got one before the break, Shane Bolland has 4, Keith Higgins has 3, and on the Roscommon side, Cathal Dolan has got 4, Adam Finnerty with a point, and they're the 5 points for Roscommon. So 6 points, that's the scoreline that Maigh would require with that breeze in the first half. They had the aid of a pretty strong breeze. They'll be pretty satisfied with that lead. It's a 6-point lead, and we'll be back in the second half for live coverage of this Allianz National Hurling League Division 2 clash between the Connacht rivals. It's the Connacht Derby, Roscommon and Maigh here at Hyde Park in Roscommon. Welcome back to Hyde Park here, and we have torrential rain in Roscommon as the second half is about to begin. It's Roscommon and Maigh. Maigh are winning by 11 points to 5, and with the torrential rain, the wind has died down. So Maigh had the advantage of the wind in the first half, whatever was in it, and we'll give you news on any changes if we see them in the second half. Pete Keelahan is coming out towards the sideline, but he's staying on the field of play, and there is a change. We'll give it to you in a moment. So it's Roscommon trailing by 6 points, 11 points to Maigh, 5 points to Roscommon. Maigh looking for their second win in succession, having beaten Derry last week by 2 points in a great game. Maigh had to withstand a late Derry barrage and hold on to that 2-point victory, with the platform and foundations laid by a very strong performance at the half-back line from John Cassidy, Pierce McCrann and David Kenny, and of course Keith Higgins up top together with Shane Bolland. So it's Rory McGann is ready. We're all ready here in Hyde Park for the second half of this Division 2 clash, and the ball is thrown in, and Roscommon with Conor Mullery with the ball is blocked down by David Kenny, the far side of the field. Roscommon playing towards the town end of the second half, and there's a change on the Roscommon team. It looks like Naas Connaughton has gone off, and we'll give you that in a moment to confirm that. So out comes Cathal Dolan to take the free for Roscommon on the 65-metre line, the far side of the field, just inside the sideline, terrace side of the field, playing into the town end. The rain belting down here in Hyde Park, and Cillian Egan, we gather, is on the Roscommon team. He's wearing number 26. Cillian Egan, Ballygar. Free is taken by Cathal, well taken by the goalkeeper, bats down, and a goal! A goal for Roscommon. And Jack Lohan, the man that got the goal, no suggestion of a square ball. The ball was played in by Cathal Dolan from the free, and the goalkeeper, Gerald Kelly, batted it down. And standing in the square in front of him was Jack Lohan. It looked like he was in the square, but the referee has awarded the goal, and that's a really big score for Roscommon. And Jack Lohan, the man that got it. So Maigh come on the attack. Can they respond with Carl Freeman, far side of the field? He's on the 20-metre line. He shortens his grip and he sends it in. And what a response from Maigh and from Carl Freeman to send that ball over the bar. And Carl Freeman sending that ball over the bar. Great response by the experienced Carl Freeman. He's matched his tally of last week. 2 points last Sunday for Carl, 2 points this Saturday, as well as the puck out is taken towards the far side of the field. And it's Cillian Egan that's underneath it, but it's won by David Kenny. He gets it back here. Still David takes it off his left-hand side into space, and it's a very, very good ball into space towards Jason Coyne. Jason, shot is blocked down by Darren Fallon. It's going to be a 65 for the Maigh men. And what drama we've had in the first 2 minutes of the second half. A goal for Roscommon. Cathal Dolan's free from the 65-metre line, batted down by Gerald Kelly, and there waiting for the ball was Jack Lohan, the St Dominic's corner forward, and he made no mistake from about 3 yards out. So just the tonic for Roscommon, just what Johnny Kane's team needed. And it looks like Owen Coyle has gone off the Roscommon team. Cillian Egan has come on, the Ballygar player, played for Roscommon Gales previously. A very, very good player, had a great game for Roscommon against Wicklow in the Christy Ring Cup here last October, where he made a big difference when he came on. So it's Keith Higgins to try to extend the Maigh lead. So Keith on the 65-metre line. He's going to hit this off his right-hand side. He lifts it and he strikes it. It's sailing to the right of the post and wide. The first wide of the second half for Maigh. The score remains Roscommon 1 goal and 5 points. Maigh 12 points. We have 3 minutes gone in the second half. So it's a big game for Roscommon. A big 35 minutes for Johnny Kane's team. They lost last weekend to Donegal. They'll be trying to get over that setback today. Maigh, 2 in a row they're looking for. And it's Keith Higgins. Good wrist work. Offloads it, but well intercepted there by Sean Trundle. Sean gets it out here to Owen Costello, and Owen Costello is fouled. It's going to be a free to Roscommon. Free to Roscommon. Adam Finnerty. Adam Finnerty, the man fouled. Pádraig Pearce's player, got a great point in the first half. Adam Finnerty.
And number 30, Angus Lyons has replaced number 11, Cathal Kenny.
So Cathal Kenny is gone off the Roscommon team as well, and number 13, Angus Lyons. Angus Lyons is on.
Number 13 has replaced number 11, Cathal Kenny.
So we'll see. In fact, it's Jason Kilkenny is on, wearing number 13. Jason Kilkenny, wearing number 13, replaces Cathal Kenny on the Roscommon team. Jason Kilkenny, team captain. This is Cathal. He lifts it and strikes from the 65. It's high ball in, and it's high and to the right and wide. 4 minutes gone in the second half. Roscommon 1-5. Maigh 12 points. Jason Kilkenny, the team captain, the Kiltormer man, is on. There's a tussle going on off the ball up here on the Roscommon 45-metre line. It's Pete Keelahan and Adrian Phillips. So referee going to check out what's happening. And Jason Kilkenny, bit of getting to know you there with Adrian Phillips. So Kiltormer man, the Mount Bellew secondary school teacher, is in the fray. Put out by Gerald Kelly out to the far side of the field. Batted down there by the Roscommon men. Going for it is Ben McGahan. Ben gets a good strike on the ball infield towards Cathal Dolan, the danger man, out in front of Michael Morley. This is Cathal Dolan taking on Michael Morley. He's on the 20-metre line. It's a very narrow angle. He goes for a point and he gets it. What a great score by Cathal Dolan. From way out on the sideline, Michael Morley shielded him out towards the sideline, did nothing wrong, but Cathal Dolan showing all his skill to plant that between the posts. A brilliant score by Cathal Dolan. It's 1-6 now to Roscommon, 12 points to Maigh. Puck out taken. Cathal Freeman in possession. He's got a player off his shoulder. Still Cathal Freeman. He's going straight through. He bats it inside. A goal chance for Maigh. A penalty surely. Down goes Shane Bolland under the challenge. There could be a sin binning as well for Sean Trundle, but Cathal Freeman, the man that created that opening, he drove at the heart of the Roscommon defence. He played the ball in off his shoulder to Shane Bolland, and Sean Trundle bundled him down, and the referee Rory McGann is talking to Sean Trundle. It looks like a sin bin. There was a goal scoring opportunity, a yellow card for Sean Trundle. So Sean, a young man just 19 years of age, he's a Craig's Rugby Union player, he's a St Bridget's footballer, he's a Roscommon hurler, won a Celtic Challenge medal with Roscommon 2 years ago against Limerick. So Sean, very unlucky there. There was no real option for Sean because Shane Bolland was in on goal, but Cathal Freeman just sliced open the Roscommon defence. He drew the last defender, offloaded it to Bolland, and here is Freeman now to try and capitalise on that. So Cathal Freeman from just outside the 20-metre line, the Toreen man, the experienced Cathal Freeman with the shot, and he's gone over the bar. He's blazed it over from the penalty, and Cathal Freeman has got his third point, but that's let off really for Roscommon. So it's 13 points now to Maigh, 1 goal and 6 to Roscommon. The wind has settled down, but the rain is coming down. Torrential sheets of rain here in Hyde Park. Cathal Freeman again going straight through the middle. Great play by this Toreen centre half forward. He offloads it once more. A goal again. Chance. And it's in the back of the net this time. And it's Shane Bolland, the man that's got it. And it's the Freeman Bolland axis that works. Just 2 in a row really for Maigh by Cathal Freeman running at the heart of the Roscommon defence. They had no answer to his power running, and he drew the last man, offloaded to Shane Bolland in space, and this time Shane Bolland put it into the back of the net. Or did he? It looked like the ball went into the back of the net, but it's a 65. It looked like a goal. It looked like the ball was in the net, but it's a 65. Well, it's a great save. Well, that's something that I certainly thought the ball had bounced into the back of the net, but it's a 65 and it's sent in, and it's sent over the bar by Keith Higgins, and a point for Keith Higgins. So genuinely believe the ball had struck the back of the net, but it was a great save by Enda Lawless, and it's now 14 points to 1-6, and great save by Enda Lawless. He gets the credit. The ball looked to have gone into the back of the net. It's gone wide off the goalkeeper, so Roscommon now come on the attack once more. It's 14 points to 1-6 here in Hyde Park. Cathal Dolan can't get it up. He fouls Michael Morley on the way out. It's going to be a free out for the Maigh men, and there's another let off for Roscommon. That point could have been a goal. A great save by Enda Lawless. He must get the credit for that, as Shane Bolland looked to put the ball in the back of the net. Gerald Kelly drives it long and high into the corner forward position. It's a very good ball played out by Shane Bolland, only as far as Owen Costello. Owen gets his clearance up towards Naas Connaughton. Naas goes down, keeps it in play. He's pushed in the back by John Cassidy. John remonstrates, the referee gestures. It was a push in the back. So Roscommon had to let off. There could have been 2 goals against them in the first 9 minutes of the second half. Shane Bolland taken down by Sean Trundle. The penalty was sent over the bar by Cathal Freeman. And then just a minute later, Cathal Freeman set up Shane Bolland and his shot was saved. And here comes Oisín Kelly with the free from way out. A huge distance over the bar. A brilliant score by Oisín Kelly to reduce the margin. It's now 1-7 to Roscommon, 10 points, 14 points to Maigh. We have almost 10 minutes played in the second half here at Hyde Park. We've no wind, but we've lots of rain. Walking the field before the game, the conditions underfoot are very good. It's an all-weather pitch. So Gerald Kelly, will he fancy his chances from here? I don't think so against that breeze, but he's going to launch it high and mighty, landing on the Roscommon 20-metre line, batted down by Paul Dolan to his clubmate Owen Costello, back to Pete Keelan. He bursts through the tackle. This is still Pete Keelan, the Tremane man, bursting out, but he's crowded out, he's dispossessed. Maigh come back with the ball. Adrian Phillips trying to get us into his grasp. He has possession on the 45-metre line. He gives it away. Pete Keelan collects it, gathered here by Keith Higgins. Keith on the D, sends it in. Goalkeepers got it and lost it, but gets it again. And the referee and umpire are awarding a goal. The ball has gone over the line. The umpire has given the goal. And really, really unlucky there for Enda Lawless. It was a scuff shot from Keith Higgins. Keith was going for a point. He didn't get hold of it. He shortened his grip. He didn't catch it properly. And with those slippery conditions, it just slid off the hurley of the goalkeeper, Enda Lawless, and trickled over the line. The umpire raised the green flag. The referee has given it. And Keith Higgins will get the credit for that goal. And that's a big, big score here in Hyde Park for Maigh. 1-14 now to Maigh. 1-7 to Roscommon. A line ball, sideline cut for Maigh. The scoreboard hasn't put up the goal for Maigh yet. And hard luck there on Enda Lawless. He's been flawless in this game so far. But it can happen. The best of goalkeepers, that he can just slip from their grasp. And on that occasion, it was trickled over the line. Here we come. Sideline cut there for Oisín Kelly. Can Roscommon recover from that setback? It's Maigh with possession here with Dan Huan. Dan gets it out this side of the field to John Cassidy, the Ballyhaunis man, or the Turin man, sends it into space. And this is Roscommon under pressure here from Shane. Jason Coyne getting past Darren Follen, plays it into the middle. A chance here for Maigh. There's a man in space inside on his own. Shane Bolland has a go, and he sends it over the bar. So Shane Bolland gets another point. It's his 5th of the game, and Maigh really turning on the style in the opening stages of the second half. We've 12 minutes played here in Hyde Park in the second half. It's 1 goal and 15. I make it to 1-7 to Roscommon. The umpire definitely awarded a goal to Maigh. The scoreboard hasn't registered it yet, but it's 1-15 to Maigh, 1-7 to Roscommon. And the scoreboard is wrong. The goal was definitely awarded by the referee. There's a player down on this side of the field for Maigh. It's Jason Coyne getting treatment, and the rain really hasn't let up since the second half started. So Enda Lawless, how unlucky. The ball just skidded off the top of the boss of his hurley, and Maigh got a fortuitous goal. But you have to say Maigh in the opening stages of the second half could have got 2 goals. Cathal Freeman created the 2 chances for Shane Bolland. The first, Shane Bolland was dragged down by Sean Trundle, who got a yellow card in the sin bin now, and the penalty was blazed over by Cathal. And then Cathal Freeman ran at the defence once more. He set up Shane Bolland, and Enda Lawless made a terrific save to put it out for a 65. So time has been stopped by the referee. Substitute for Maigh lining up on the sideline at the moment is their number 23, Brian Dino Hunt. Brian Hunt coming on. Brian got 2 points last week for Maigh, and he's coming in for Sean Regan. So Sean of Ballina Stephenites will be replaced by Brian Dino Hunt. So Maigh in a very, very good position here, 13 minutes into the second half. The rain belting down in Hyde Park, out towards the far side. A brilliant take over there, and it's a free won by the Maigh men, and Pierce McCran getting the free. So Pierce McCran.
On the Maigh team, number 23, Brian Morley, will replace number 12, Sean Regan.
So number 23, in fact, it's Brian Morley who's coming in. Brian Morley, not Brian Hunt. Brian Morley comes in for Sean Regan. Sean nursing an injury there. And the scoreboard now tells us 115 to Mayo, 1-7 to Roscommon. Free taken by Pierce McCrann, down towards the far side of the field. Going out for there's Pete Geelan, and he's beaten there by Shane Bolland. Shane has the support inside and a chance, and the ball is struck to the left and wide. So that's the Mayo number 19, Corey Scahill, who took that shot. And that's the second Mayo wide of the second half. So Mayo 115, Roscommon 1 goal and 7. 14 minutes gone in the second half here at Hyde Park. Tussle for possession over there, the far side of the field. Owen Costello gets it. He's bursting through a pair of Mayo defenders. He gets it to Cathal Dolan. Cathal lets it slip from his grasp. David Kenny applies the pressure. Cathal Dolan goes down underneath that pressure from David Kenny. It's going to be free into Roscommon, and Roscommon really need a score badly at this stage. They got the goal just after half time from Jack Lohan and a point from Oisín Kelly, but really it has been all Mayo in the opening quarter of the second half, and Johnny Keane looking to ring the changes. Sean Trundle will be coming back on shortly. He's number 19 for Roscommon is warming up, and that's Diarmuid Tracy of 4 Roads as Cathal Dolan eyes up the target. Roscommon really need a score here, just outside the 20-metre line, 10 metres into the sideline, far side of the field. He takes a shot, and the umpire is reaching for no flag. It's gone wide. It's the second wide for Roscommon in the second half. Roscommon needed that score. 115 to Mayo, 1 goal and 7 to Roscommon. Gerald Kelly with the puck out for Mayo. 15 and a half minutes gone in the second half. So Diarmuid Tracy of 4 Roads is coming on. Naas Connaughton is coming off. So Diarmuid Tracy also plays his club football for St Aidan's in the Roscommon Intermediate Championship. So Diarmuid Tracy played in the Christy Ring Cup last year also against Wicklow, partnering his clubmate Shane Curley, who retired from Roscommon Hurling after an illustrious career. Shane Curley played for Roscommon for many, many years. Free for Mayo. And Mayo looking the stronger team now at this stage. They have an 8-point lead, and 16 minutes gone in the second half. Keith Higgins is coming out to take the free. So Keith, the man from Ballyhaunis, is going to look to extend the lead. Mayo have an 8-point lead. Keith has got 5 points in this game so far. 2 in the second half, 3 in the first half. Here he comes. He lifts it. He strikes it. It's a high, long, dropping ball. Umpire has his eye on it all the way, and it has gone to the right and wide. It's an 8th wide for Mayo in the match. Keith Higgins with that strike. And Keith, 4 All-Stars to his credit, as well as the 8 Connacht Championship medals and 7 club titles with Ballyhaunis. Free to Roscommon, just outside the 45-metre line. This is Oisín Kelly. Roscommon need a score badly. They need probably a goal. And Oisín sends it down to the side of the field garage. Egan can't get it. Killian Egan, rather. The foul on Pierce McCrann just inside the Mayo 45-metre line. And Roscommon, with Cathal Dolan signalling to the sideline that he needs a new hurley. And the Mayor Forna runs out to give Cathal a new hurley as a Mayo man goes down. It's Gerald Kelly is coming out to the 45 to take this free. He'll certainly send this a long way towards the Roscommon goal. He may not have the range with no breeze, but it won't be far away. So this is Gerald Kelly, the St Thomas of Galway goalkeeper. He sends it long out towards the left full forward position. Well taken there by Corey Scahill. Gets around his marker Paul Dolan. Still Corey Scahill off his right side, and that's a brilliant score by Corey Scahill. His first point of the game. He took the free from Gerald Kelly and he sent it high over the bar, rounded Paul Dolan, and that is 116 now to Mayo. 1 goal and 8 to Roscommon. 18 minutes gone in the second half, and we have the water break here at Hyde Park. And this third quarter has been all Mayo. They Hurling on the line with Derek. Maigh 1 goal and 16 points. Roscommon 1-7. To safety, and now they come forward with Dan Huan. So half back, Pete Keelan. So Pete. Turns. Again goes up with in the Lawless, but puck out by Enda Lawless, out towards the side of the field. But well taken there. Owen Delaney gets the so this is Pete Keelan, one of Roscommon's star performers this afternoon. To Killian Egan. Killian to Sean Trundle back in the fray. There wearing number 20. He's up against Jeremy Tracy, Gerald Kelly with the puck out. He's .2015 foul there on Keith Higgins by Jeremy Tracy, and it'll be a chance for Mayo to extend their lead. Keith Higgins and Cathal Freeman in contact with each other, both stalwarts for Mayo over the years. Cathal on the Mayo senior football squad that contested the 2013 All-Ireland final, losing out to Dublin by the narrowest of margins as well. So Mayo have another player lining up to come on, and that'll be Conor Murray of Castlebar Mitchells. So Castlebar Mitchells man ready to enter the fray as Pierce McCrann eyes up the goalpost. Pierce, number 6 on his back. He's looking to get his first score of the game. No defender has scored for Mayo today. Their goalkeeper has got a point. So here's Pierce, just outside the 45. He's got sent it with plenty of elevation and plenty of height on it and plenty of accuracy as well. That's a point for Pierce McCrann, and that makes it 118 now to Mayo. 1 goal and 7 for Roscommon. So Sean Kenny is replaced by his clubmate Conor Murray, and we see the Castlebar Mitchells man Conor Murray. In fact, Castlebar Mitchells, not Turin, come in, and the 4 senior clubs in Mayo are Castlebar Mitchells, Westport, Turin, Ballyhaunis, and of course the 2 junior clubs, Cashla Gales in the Ballahadreen direction of the county, and Ballina Stephenites have rejoined the hurling ranks this year as well. Ballina Stephenites, the last Mayo team to contest the Connacht Club Championship back in 2007, before Connacht Club Championship was discontinued with introduction of the Intermediate Championship, which Turin have won in 2019 and 2017. So it's a line ball out there, the far side of the field. In fact, it's Cathal Dolan that's out there to take it. 118 to Mayo, 1-7 to Roscommon. Just under 3 minutes to play. Cathal with the shot. Sends it in high, and he sends it brilliantly over the bar. A brilliant score by Cathal Dolan. That's his 6th point of the game, his second of the second half. It makes it now 118 to Maigh. 1 goal and 8 points to Roscommon as this game peters out, if you like. And a chance here for Bobby Douglas. His first shot in anger in the National League for 2021. A good puck out it is. Hits off the head of Daniel Huan. And a foul there on the Maigh man, Brian Hunt. It'll be a free into Maigh. And Keith Higgins is going to leave it to Pierce McCrann. So Keith giving Pierce a chance to double his tally for the match. He's got one a few moments ago. 118 to Maigh, 1-8 to Roscommon. The rain has not let up for the full 35 minutes of the second half, and it made conditions difficult for the players, but credit to the both sides, they made the best of it. A lot of ring rustiness at the beginning of the new season. Players haven't played since last November, December time, when the Nicky Racker Cup finished for Maigh. They lost the final to Donegal, and Roscommon lost out in the Christie Ring game to Kildare. Here's Pierce. He strikes it high, and he strikes it accurately, and that's a brilliant point by Cathal Pierce McCrann, his second of the game, his second in succession. 119 now to Maigh, 1 goal and 8 to Roscommon. We have just under a minute to play at Hyde Park, together with what the referee will allow for stoppage time. It's Enda Lawless once more. Enda, Mealy-Care Court of Galway and Roscommon sends it long out towards the Maigh 65-metre line. The breaking ball is there to be won. Pierce McCrann is underneath it. Killian Egan also. Jeremy Tracy picks it up brilliantly. Off his left into space, but there's no Roscommon man there. It's easily taken by Michael Morley. Michael out to Stephen Coyne. Stephen offloads it back to the substitute, and that's Conor Murray, the Castlebar man, to Bobby Douglas. Spreads it across the face of goal. Dangerous ball in normal terms. It's David Kenny. Can't get it, and coming onto it at speed is the Roscommon man. A chance here, and the ball is sent in, and it's sent over the bar. A very, very, very good score for Roscommon, and it's 1-9 now to Roscommon, 119 to Maigh. And normal time is up here at Hyde Park, and credit to Conall Kennelly there for that score for Roscommon. Racing onto that ball at speed, taking the break and cutting through and putting the ball over the bar for his first point of the match. Time up here in Hyde Park. Referee Rory McGann will decide how much longer we'll play. Keith Higgins, this is Jason Kilkenny. Welcome return for Jason. Out to Paul Dolan. Paul, long and high in towards the full forward line. It's dropping there. Conall Kennedy can't get it. And there's Conor Mulry, who has been quieter in the second half. Had a very good first half, Conor. And he sends it in, but the goalkeeper is underneath it all the way, and Bobby Douglas sends it out this side of the field. It's Maigh man and Roscommon man tussling for it. Jason Kenny uses his strength and his power to take it away from Brian Hunt, and it's sent in around the 20-metre line. It breaks, and Maigh come out with the ball, and it's very, very well won in there by the Maigh men. And it's a free ball won by Conor Murray. The foul drawn by Conor Henry, and it's going to be a free and a chance for Bobby Douglas to display his free-taking skills. So Bobby Douglas with the free for Maigh, sending out to the far side of the field towards Brian Morley. He's up against Shane Nocton. Shane got that point earlier for Roscommon, sends it in low. A chance of a goal maybe here to settle it and seal it, and batted over the bar by Corey Scahill. That's his second point of the game for the Castlebar Mitchell's man. He could have maybe taken it down and made sure of it, but he struck it first time and batted it over the bar, and it doesn't really alter the complexion of the scoreboard in any way, shape or form at all. It's a comprehensive and emphatic victory for Maigh here in Hyde Park in the Connacht Derby in Division 2B. This is Sean Trundle sending a high, long, dropping ball in around the house. Going for it there is the Maigh cornerback. That's Stephen Coyne. Stephen makes space for himself, gets it out only as far as Cathal Dolan. Now Cathal turns backwards towards Killian Egan. He can't get it. Brian Morley has it. Brian gets it, second attempt. Plays it out towards Pierce McCrann, and Pierce comes forward. We're into stoppage time here in Hyde Park. Maigh 119, Roscommon 1-9. Ball played in towards the full forward line again for Roscommon by Dara Heavey. Dara, substitute at league. St. Purity footballer as well. There's a bit of a ruck around the 20-metre line. Stalemate situation. Rory McGann allowing play to continue. Killian Egan has it. Coming out with the crowd. Still Conall Kennelly. A chance. A great save by Bobby Douglas. So Bobby Douglas, it was Conall Kennelly coming out of the crowd there with the ball. And his shot was well kept out by Bobby Douglas. And this is Cathal Freeman for Mayo playing the ball into the centre. And Mayo coming for maybe one last score. This is Brian Hunt sending it forward. It's going to land in the goalkeeper's grasp. Well taken there by Enda Douglas. So Enda gets it out to Darren Follen. Darren to Shane Naughton now. Shane gets it up into his grasp. Collected now by Pete Callaghan. Pete had an outstanding game for Roscommon to Conall Kennelly, the Dominic's man. Dominic's man is shouldered, loses the ball. Cathal Freeman once more. Cathal in line maybe for man of the match, together with Keith Higgins and a couple of more on the Mayo side. But there goes the final whistle. Rory McCann blows the final whistle. It's all over here at Hyde Park. Mayo won 20, Roscommon 1 goal and 9. It's a comprehensive, emphatic victory for Mayo, no question about it. They took charge early in the second half and they never lost their grip on the initiative for the remaining of 35 minutes. Roscommon will have to go back to the drawing board. They had a promising first half. They stood with Mayo for most of the first half. It was nip and tuck. It was 6 points to 5 to Mayo going into the last 10 minutes of the first half. But then Mayo struck 5 points in succession. Roscommon got a goal directly after half-time, but they weren't able to build on that momentum. And then Mayo took over and took charge, and really Roscommon had no response. This Mayo side, who have come off the back of a very, very impressive victory against Derry last Sunday in Castlebar, and they have won this game by a comprehensive victory, 1 goal and 20 points to 1 goal and 9. And on the Mayo side, Gerald Kelly got a point, Kieran Kiley got a point, Pierce McCrann 2 points, Cathal Freeman got 3, 1 from a penalty, Adrian Phillips a point, and then Sean Bolland chipped in with 6. Corey Scahill got 2, Brian Morley got a point, Keith Higgins got 5, and a comprehensive victory for the Mayo men. On the Roscommon side, they relied heavily on Cathal Dolan for points. He got 6 in total, was unlucky with a penalty. Shane Naughton got a great score in the second half. Oisin Kelly got a point, Adam Finnerty chipped in with a point, and Jack Lohan got the Roscommon goal. So a very disappointing outcome for Roscommon, but credit to Mayo for a fantastic, accomplished performance. No real weaknesses in their side at all. They're strong in every department. They got in front against Roscommon early in the second half, and they never took their foot off the gas, led by the brilliant Cathal Freeman, Keith Higgins, also accomplished defending there by Michael Morley, David Kenny, Pierce McCrann in centre back. Of course, the midfield as well, Kieran Kiley and Daniel Huan, very, very impressive. Roscommon, well served by their goalkeeper, Enda Lawless, and Cathal Dolan, of course. Cathal Kenny tried hard in the first half. Adam Finnerty got a great point. Conor Mullery had a tremendous first half as well. But a disappointing result for Roscommon. They have 2 games left to play. They have to play Kildare and Derry, whereas Mayo have to play Kildare and Donegal. So all to play for yet in Division 2B. Mayo edge further towards the Division 2B shake-up, if you like. They will be in the race for promotion together with Kildare, and Donegal will have a say about it as well. Roscommon's promotion hopes really end here today in Hyde Park with this comprehensive victory for Mayo. So thank you all for joining us here in Hyde Park for this National Hurling League Division 2 B game between Roscommon and Mayo. It's a comprehensive victory for Mayo. Mayo 1 goal and 20, Roscommon 1 goal and 9, and it's goodbye for now from Hyde Park in Roscommon.